some progress that can't fail? What's the smallest step? Cite the work in here of the habit experts that you and I have interviewed. Dr. B.J. Fogg's or the James Clear's Atomic Habits, and really my take on how to make sustainable habits, because what you do repeatedly becomes that habit, but it starts with a small, simple step. What's an example of that? I want people to read a book a week. It will change their life. I think if there's one thing that will change your life immediately, long term, just read every day. Reading is to your mind what exercise is to your body. Even more than audio. And my podcast, and I do everything on audio. Also, and I use an audios when I drive, but when the people are tested in terms of what they read, in terms of comprehension levels, they can actually feel more and they'll understand more. You know why? Is not only does it activate the different part of your brain, it's active. Because listening can be passive, and watching a movie or anything can be very passive. You don't get involved with reading, forcing you to get involved. And the second reason why is usually when someone is doing something, they're doing something else. And they're trying to multitask. They're cleaning their house, they're working out, they're driving. So their attention is not fully on what they're listening to. So that's why the comprehension is down. But reading every single day is a great activity. But I don't tell people, read an hour a day. A small, simple step to get someone reading is reading one sentence. That's a small, simple step. Open up the book. That's a small, simple step that you can't fail. Right? And nobody's going to stop you from reading one sentence. All about tiny habits. Hey, flossing is good for your longevity. You want to. And who's going to stop you? It's motivation. It's energy management. It's really about energy management. Meaning, when you have clarity of purpose, it gives you energy. Right?
Oh, come on, Sol. He's passing half the time. We got Jalen Ramsey here.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and
Saints and Rams. This is a classic matchup in the playoffs.
Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Play action. Now Kaepernick. Rolling to his left.
Back to Kamara for another catch.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Kaepernick now on first down.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. And out across midfield down to the 45.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 42 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he stopped immediately there.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. Now Stafford. But he's got his target, Harris. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams have taken the lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Saints 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Carter now on the return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you. That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the
On first down, Kaepernick steps away.
Now he'll throw deep left side.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the end zone, Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
And they'll get him down up past the 15.
On first and 10, Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing is Stafford. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Stafford. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And now we've got whistles. I think we had a defender too eager to go for the block. So a 5-yard swing, but still 4th down.
You just wonder if the punt team used up something there that they didn't need to, right? Draw them off sides, but it still doesn't get them a 1st down. I used that one on 4th and 5 or less.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right.
And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. That is caught by Callaway. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 37 yards.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. To throw, Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, as time expires in the first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Here's Carter now on the return.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and now it's second down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Stafford.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off at the 18.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On play action, it's Kaepernick.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Kaepernick again. And that is taken.
To have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
31 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Stafford on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Stafford. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 35, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Lutz now to kick this one away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stafford staying on his feet. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby.
And the Saints are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick.
This is the tight end, Njoku.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. Now Kaepernick sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big-time play there for New Orleans. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Kaepernick. Here's a diving catch right side.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st down, it's Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Again, it's Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really